Worked at a company before, and I was working with a few children who had extreme behaviors. And before I went there, I was told that they get restrained all the time. So I recognized immediately that we're going to have to put something in place because there's no way we can be kind of handling restraints. You'll be burnt out quickly. So one of the things we started doing was I just started creating activities for them. We started going for walks, playing kickball, just doing a whole bunch of things that was fun and engaging for them, jumping jacks, running around. And I didn't really realize the impact until I got an email from the vice president of that company saying, this person has been getting restrained multiple times throughout the day over the past couple months, but we noticed there hasn't been any restraints during day program. Well, what are you doing? I told them exactly what we do every day, and it kind of ignited a fire within them, and the same thing that we kind of did here at DiNovi. There's a need for this, and they created a wellness program throughout the whole company. So again, that was a position that didn't exist, but something that created, and I think it created just from having the passion.
I had a learner that was a really big, really muscular kid that could kick the crap out of you anytime you wanted. He was actually a young adult. We started noticing anecdotally whenever he played basketball in the morning with the staff, he was a kid that would be restrained mechanically quite a bit for severe aggression, like breaking people's jaws, stuff like that. But we noticed anecdotally, the days he played basketball in the morning, we didn't have the, later in the day, we didn't have the aggression and restraint. We looked at the pattern of it because it was in a daily log, and we saw there was a clear, it wasn't a repeated measure, single subject design thing, but there was a clear A-B design where it was like, okay, when he exercises, the number of days that he has restraints and physical, by doing a retrospective analysis of the incident reports, there were hardly any. It was remarkably different. So knowing that, we put into his, I get what they call them back then, IHPs or whatever, we put it in there that he's got to have exercise X number of days. His aggressive behaviors or lack thereof are directly proportionate to his exercise. I know I don't really feel like fighting with Marlene after I worked out. I'm too tired. Whatever you want, I'm good. Like I lose the fight at the end. Not that we have physical fights. I mean, just like the argument. Whatever you want's all good. I'm tired. If I was on the treadmill for an hour and then Ben requests something, I'm like, it's all good.
There you go.
I'm more likely to enjoy my fitness if it's functional for me. Like I can only sit on a row machine for so long, but I can kayak for a couple hours. Like I'm going somewhere. I'm gonna go fish. There's an end goal in mind. So I almost wonder if we look at it systematically as behavior analysts, if we can infuse more kind of natural functional reinforcement into the training itself. So like if your goal is like short sprints for a learner, maybe you do it as an Easter egg hunt. And they run to the egg, they get the egg, and there's like a token in there, and they put it on their token board, and then they run to the next egg. Like things like that, almost looking at, as opposed to making it be a first then, making it a more like a chain schedule or like something like that. I wonder if you can infuse more functional natural contingencies into it to make it more fun that way. It's not, you're building that love of fitness, but you're doing it in a more like natural functional way. I know that's kind of how I operate anyway.